Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Thursday, June 19th, 2014. All right, yesterday, the Fed here in the U.S. Made their announcement from their meeting that they had, and they are going to continue tapering. So in July, we're down to $35 billion of printed money from what we're at, 80 or 85 billion, I think. So they're doing a good job with that, I have to admit. I did not expect them to do that. And then here's something that you should really take a look at, the FOMC forecasts. And let's just kind of take a peek at this. They forecast the major numbers, measurements, I guess you might say, all the way out to 2016. They're forecasting unemployment out to 2016. They're forecasting inflation out to 2016, and core inflation out to 2016 as well. So I'm like, are you kidding me? They really do. People listen to that. I mean, they hang their hat on that. According to this website, they do, because it's got a big red star on it. So everybody's happy. Happy days are here again. It's like the roaring 20s. Everybody's drinking and dancing and having a really good time, and everything is just wonderful. But I have to ask, are we rotting from the inside out? Are we going to be surprised? Well, we just don't know. But for right now, ride the gravy train. Okay, today we have jobless claims coming out. That's been pretty consistently high. The Philly Fed survey also at 10 o'clock, and anything later, nope. That's it for today. So Friday's going to be pretty quiet, except for quadruple witching. You can go ahead and look that up if you don't know exactly what that means. And that's going to pretty much be it for this week. All right, let's see how we're doing across the big ponds. Over in Asia, we are mixed to maybe slightly bearish. And in Europe, we are bullish across the board. Very bullish, as a matter of fact, well above our 50% kind of average that we go by. And Janet Yellen is no more confident than all of us. Not sure exactly what that means, but I did exit Amazon yesterday, and they announced their Fire Phone, which should be interesting because, you know, I'm kind of an Amazon person. I'm a Prime member, buy a lot of stuff from them, hardly ever make any major purchases locally, just food, and, you know, I run to Walmart for this and that and everything else every once in a while, salt for the water, softener, things like that, but most everything else I buy at Amazon. So that was interesting to me, and I have a Fire also. It's a couple years old, but I have one. So I'm happy to see things are going well for Amazon. And there's something here about Jeff Bezos being the new Steve Jobs in the tech world, I guess you might say. But he's no spring chicken either, so he's probably about my age, I would think. And I'm no spring chicken. All right, enough with that. Let's jump over to what's going on with our futures. They're up a little bit in pre-market. Overnight, gold is up. Wow, it's all the way up to $12.81, and silver is climbing. Take a peek at silver here. Wanted to let you know that I did go for some more of that junk silver, which A lot of people call it 90% silver. It's just the regular old pre-1964 coins that are 90% silver. I did that here on 6/16. So let's zoom out here. Excuse me. So silver is actually above its, well, not the high for this year though. It's been higher. It's been up to $22 about. So it's making a little bit of a climb back, and so is /GC. So we wait for the data here. Yeah, so silver's doing just a tad better. Just a tad better. Okay, let's, what do we want here? Probably not even that much. Let's see here. Okay. We'll see if that's the zoom level that we're going to be looking for our scan. That looks pretty good. Get back to a decent zoom level. Okay. So I told you that I sold at Amazon. Peek at the chart here so that you can see. Yeah, it got a little shaky here, so I decided to get out of it. Hindsight 2020 actually went over, in afternoon after the market closed, post-market, and it's down just a tad this morning, but still would be kind of scary to stay in it, especially with we got our green on the MACD, so that was a good signal to get out. Alright, so let's start with our scan. So first up is Apple. Go to the Analyze tab here. First up is Apple. Yeah, I'm glad it didn't do anything. Looks like it might gap up just a tad this morning, but still looking pretty flat here. Not interested for Apple. That is like no momentum. So just kind of staying away from that. Have to also take price action into consideration. And now we look at Amazon here. I think we're in a new uptrend, so we have a new target coming up down here sometime in the future, I would be guessing. Boeing, seriously thinking of taking them off my A+ list. Not just because I've been having problems with executions on getting the prices that I want. Kind of the same thing with 3M, although I am in 3M. Jumped in it yesterday, but kind of been having a problem with some of these that I might just want to take them off the list so that we don't have to worry about them. Maybe CVX, maybe taking them off too. And just making the list a little bit shorter and a little bit quicker to get through. Might take Visa off too. As a matter of fact, I've been thinking, and we'll look at them when we get to them, is the cash indexes, sticking with them more heavily than with the rest of the products on the A+ list or the underlyings on the A+ list, because, well, you'll see. We'll take a look at them when we get to them. But anyway, Boeing, I'm not sure exactly which trend we're going to be having here, so I'm just going to take this target off of here, because I don't know which way this thing wants to go. It has some very confusing days for itself, I would say here. Probably going to make a move up now, because this type of candle here usually indicates a bottom, but usually only when it's in a downtrend. And can you count this as a downtrend with 4 flat days? I don't know. Anyway, it's a little bit confusing. BIDU, are we at a point where we can close this thing yet real cheap? 9 cents, getting close to that magic nickel mark. and it actually expires next week. So we may just bail on this today or tomorrow. Alright, moving right along. Celgene. We're already 10 minutes into this thing. Celgene is flat, nothing going on there. Chipotle looks like it might be topping out here. It might give us an entry, or it may just be running out of gas completely. It's 2 days that it's been spending here at this 295 roughly level. Costco also making a very nice move. I tried to get in yesterday on this. Let's just take a quick peek here. I did try to get in. I couldn't get my price. I was not happy. It was at a price that was, you either go with a 40 delta or you go with a 65 delta. And it's like, the 65 delta was just way too far up here. It was up here at the 117, and I just, I could not do that. Didn't feel right, and I thought we're getting a little bit long in the tooth here on this stochastic to do something like that. So I took a pass on it. And maybe, hindsight might be 20/20 here as well. Chevron may take them off. This is a very impressive move here, but I still may take them off my list just because there's not that many opportunities in it. It's a good 20 delta trade, but I would think, the 50 deltas, we were running through a very nice strong trend last year and beginning the first part of this year, and then it started sputtering and running out of gas, and it makes the 50 deltas a little bit more difficult. So using the same indicators and going for 20 deltas, well, there's nothing wrong with that. Or some other delta somewhere between 20 and 50. Alright, we're looking at DJX next. DJX just has single weeklies, so this is a new offering here. We won't see any open interest at all. No data on it. Just were probably offered at 12:01 a.m. today. So there's not multiple weeklies on DJX, and it is making a very nice move back up. Might be going for a new high there. And remember, we just don't trade that right now. And Igor, we're waiting for it to come down to our target. FedEx had a very nice day after their earnings announcement. Happy for them. And now we are looking for a new entry. F5 Networks. Am I still in them? Nope, got out of F5. Okay, yeah, I think we took a little bit of a hit on F5. Should have stayed in. Yeah, hindsight's always 20/20, isn't it? So we're looking for another opportunity down here. Gold, we are very confused about gold. It's a little choppy here. Don't know what to do, so we'll just let her lie. Maybe I should just keep this A+ list the way that it is, just so we have some variety. I think the more on the list, the more opportunities you have, but you don't want to just, you could make the list longer and have even more opportunities, but we'll just stick with what we're familiar with for right now, I guess. We'll just leave it the way it is. All right, Google, are you in an uptrend or a downtrend? Man, it looks like a chameleon here on the 50. And actually the 20 is starting to look that way too. Let's see. Lower highs. I don't know about lower lows. I think we got like a double bottom here possibly. So maybe we're in a new uptrend. So I'm going to take this target off of there. And I think we're in a new uptrend. But we'll wait to find out. Patience. That's the name of the game. Patience. Okay, LinkedIn, this could be a 20 delta here. We got down to 50. Yeah. I'm going to look at a 20 delta for LinkedIn for today. So I'm kind of like formulating rules and winging this on the run here for, the 20 delta stuff. But you get a nice solid little hook like this that looks like, higher lows and higher highs. And actually the 20 has been pretty much in an uptrend consistently over the last month. So yeah, we could do a 20 delta on that. 3M, we are in with a 50, and I didn't mark it yesterday. Shame on me. Hang on, I'll mark it. Okay, here we go. 3M. Yeah, this is a little bit of a stretch here, isn't it? Had kind of the same situation when I was looking at the other one yesterday. So, but I did it anyway, thinking that, well, maybe we just might. We're 144.33. We're only 70 cents away, and we moved $1 yesterday. So. Prove it to me. You got 2 days to do it. Get a move on, will you? All right. NDX. We are in NDX. We have it marked here. Okay, so talking about these cash indexes, nice clean moves here. They're worth a lot. You can get some pretty big credits off of them. Just kind of like them. I'm just liking them more and more. Just don't stay in very long. It was in a previous life. It was like, oh man, I got to hold this to expiration. But now that I've learned a little bit, it's like just get in, make some money, and get out. So this, I might even get out of this tomorrow if it's making money. What are we looking at? We are looking at $28 a day. Well, that's across 5 positions actually, in 3 different accounts. So 5 lots and 3 different accounts. We're looking at a max of 352, and could be a big hit here, but our probability of success here is pretty good based on the indicators. Our guides, I guess you could say. So that's looking pretty good. Netflix, let's see what's going on with them. They actually tried to come down here and hit, and then a little bounce here. Kind of shakes me up a little bit. But we're in a nice uptrend now, so looking again to get back in. Priceline. Nice move here on Priceline. I think we're in an uptrend, don't you? So this is no longer a valid target, so I'm just going to change this down to here and call it an uptrend. There's no way I'm going to go against this puppy. I need it to prove to me. Okay, and the Russell, this is really nice looking patterns here. Very profitable, actually, on both sides, with this 50 being flat like it is. So another, kind of a nice tradable looking configuration. Okay, here is my 510 iron condor here, and it's up $20 right now out of a total of potential 70. And you can see that we're getting actually kind of close to our short strike on the call side, which would normally make me a little bit nervous, and I am a little bit nervous, so oops, stop doing that. So I am nervous about that one, although it's just for fun. But it's a good idea when things start going bad like this, maybe just to get out of the call side, because it's only 10 cents credit, so it's not like it's a big deal. So if we were to analyze opposite trade, it would cost us 15 cents to get out, so you'd lose a nickel and you would make everything on this, so your total would be 20 cents on this, because let's just face it, it's moving up for right now, and this is just a July expiration, so it may not be a bad idea to get out of it. Okay, looking at the chart again, very clean, very nice looking stochastics here, very tradable, very, very tradable. Missed this one, I could just kick myself. Oh man. TLT, very ugly, nice stochastics, but price action wise, man, it's driving me crazy. We're looking at doing a 20 delta here, but we're not quite ripe yet. I'd like to have that hook, so there is kind of a setup on a 20 delta for a bull put on this. Tesla, yeah, a little bit of reality hit Tesla here, so it looks like we might be coming back down to our target here. Not sure if I'm going to keep it at 20 delta or if it's going to be something else. With something else being a 50 delta. And Visa, we talked about this one yesterday. Not sure what Visa's doing either, so I'm not doing a target here at all on Visa. Just really not sure what it's trying to say to me here. Alright, so that's it for today. Some good stuff, I think out loud in these videos. It's just what's going on in my head and it's coming out of my mouth, so sometimes things might be a little bit confusing. It's because things are pretty confusing in my head. I don't know about your head, but my head, they're definitely things swirl around and change, and who knows. Anyway, that's it for today. That's enough, right? Thanks a lot for watching, and have a great day and happy trading.